Have you ever bought a beautiful houseplant, brought it home, put it in the perfect spot, gave it a little water, gave it a little pep talk, and then 2 weeks later, it looked like it had completely given up on life? Don't worry, you are not alone. Houseplants can look peaceful and innocent, but sometimes they are very dramatic little things. One day they are fresh and green. The next day, they are drooping in the corner like they've just received terrible news. In this video, we'll look at the most common reasons houseplants keep dying, and more importantly, the simple fixes that can help you keep them alive. No complicated plant science, no judgment, just easy, beginner-friendly advice. Let's start with the biggest mistake. Number 1. You might be watering too much. The number 1 reason many houseplants die is not neglect. It is too much love, also known as too much water. Many people see a plant looking sad and think, "Oh no, it needs water." So they water it. Then it still looks sad, so they water it again. And suddenly, the poor plant is sitting in wet soil, wondering what it did to deserve this indoor swamp. Most houseplants do not like sitting in constantly wet soil. Their roots need oxygen. When the soil stays too wet for too long, the roots can start to rot. Signs of overwatering include yellow leaves, soft stems, mold on the soil, tiny flies around the pot, or soil that feels wet for days. Here's the simple fix. Before watering, put your finger about 2 centimeters into the soil. If it still feels damp, wait. If it feels dry, then water. And when you do water, water properly until it drains from the bottom. Then let the extra water run away. Do not let your plant sit in a puddle. Houseplants like a drink. They do not want to live in a bath. Number 2. You might be forgetting to water at all. Now, on the other side, some plants die because they are genuinely thirsty. This usually happens when life gets busy and the plant becomes part of the furniture. You walk past it every day thinking, "I must water that later." And then later becomes next week, and the plant begins its slow journey into crispy sadness. Signs of underwatering include dry soil pulling away from the edge of the pot, crispy brown leaf tips, drooping leaves, or leaves that feel thin and papery. Try this simple fix. Pick one day of the week to check your plants. You don't need to water every plant every week. Just check them. Call it your plant check day. Sunday morning, cup of tea or coffee, quick look at the plants. Some will need water, some won't. The trick is not a strict watering schedule. The trick is checking the soil. The plant will tell you what it needs, but sadly, not in English. That would be much easier. Number 3. Your plant may not be getting the right light. Light is another big reason houseplants struggle. Some plants love bright light. Some plants prefer gentle, indirect light. And some plants can cope in lower light, but that does not mean they enjoy living in a dark hallway next to a pile of shoes. A common mistake is putting a plant somewhere because it looks nice there, not because the plant actually likes it there. We've all done it. The plant looks perfect on that shelf. Unfortunately, the shelf is basically a cave. Signs your plant needs more light are long stretched stems, small new leaves, slow growth, leaning towards the window, or pale leaves. Signs it may be getting too much direct sun are brown scorched patches, crispy leaves, or faded color. The simple fix is Move your plant closer to a window, but avoid harsh direct sun unless that plant likes it. Most houseplants enjoy bright, indirect light. That means a bright room near a window, but not being blasted by hot sun all day. Think of it like this. Your plant wants daylight. It does not necessarily want a sunbed. So before you give up on your houseplant and start calling it decorative compost, check these 3 things first. Too much water, not enough water, and the wrong light. Most unhappy houseplants are trying to tell you something. You just have to learn the signs. In Part 2, we'll look at a few more reasons your plants might still be struggling, including pots, drainage, temperature, and a couple of sneaky mistakes beginners make all the time. If this helped, you can subscribe and follow along for more simple care tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Part 2.